So, apparently, the Niners have won 3 straight after a bye week. And guess what? I was right. I was right for majority of my prediction. We came up against Arizona and Mexico. Then we came up with another convincing victory outside of our division opponents, even though it was a one-sided affair. And now here we are again. What was supposedly our biggest challenge because of the offensive juggernaut. Highly high-octane offense with the quarterback that hasn't thrown an interception for the last several weeks since he started. And guess what? He threw 2 picks. I'm not gonna lie, the Niners quarterback did not do as well as we hoped he would, because they opened off a slant route where Trent Sherfield came off with, I thought, because I was on the stream with YTC, that there wasn't going to be much happening. This happened during the overtime with the Commanders and Giants. It was already off an opening drive like that, and it's like, oh no. So Dolphins are just going to outrun us. There was a deep ball catch over for Tyreek Hill around the 4th quarter for a 45-yarder. After the kick from Jason Sanders, and that was just Robbie Gould Robbie Gould just keeping the game afloat while McCaffrey came over a quick receiving touchdown from Brock Purdy off of play action. Garoppolo was playing, but he got manhandled, and I think he broke his finger. And I think that was a game beforehand because Brock Purdy just was mediocre. I'm not gonna lie. This is not over malicious intent. I don't mind Brock Purdy. He's a 3rd-string quarterback over, what happened to Garoppolo and what happened to Trey Lance over week 2 against the Chicago Bears. And we thought we were going to roll away with this, but the offensive line for the Miami Dolphins, Nick Bosa went off. Miami Dolphins just could not keep up with Nick Bosa, cutting over the pocket, stopping, getting multiple deflections, interrupting most of the wind-up over our past, what looked to be a throw, but he wrapped around there and got a massive stop. Twice. One even went for around 15 yards over the sack, thinking that was an incomplete pass because I thought the ball was dead and the offense wasn't coming to recover. And shockingly, it was recovered by the Niners. So that's telling you something. And I'm proud. Brock Purdy went for 25 of 37 off 210 yards. He did throw an interception, but he threw 2 passing touchdowns to compensate, getting sacked around 3 times, and most of that was him. He rolled out over his right side, and it just allowed Bradley Chubb to just wrap him up. Melvin Ingram came off a great pursuit off the pressure and just sacked him when he was rolling up, and it just feels like Brock Purdy has no type of sturdiness. We understand he's fresh over to the act of playing to try and the game manage for the majority of an NFL game, being that he's the 3rd-string starter. You're not always expected to play. Still trying to keep your team afloat thanks we're playoff bound, being division leaders, but he held his own in there. So put some respect to the man's name. He was killing it. You know who else was killing it? Brandon Ayuk. Even though offense really wasn't the play of the game, it was the Niners' defense. Jimmy Ward came over a massive leaping interception near the garbage time of the game. Fred Warner caught it over Nick Bosa, nearly deflecting over the ball when Tua was stuck over to the pocket. It just felt like game over that near end of the game. Nick Bosa with a game to remember. 3 sacks, 2 tackle for losses, 4 QB hits with a forced fumble around the second quarter. He killed it. And nobody ever denounces our defense still being top 5 in the NFL. Being how we hold over teams. While you had Hill, Greenlaw came over a forced fumble from Bosa near the ending of the game trying to get a scoring drive. He got stuffed up again. Bosa came over the one hand. Greenlaw just picked it up over a deflection, counted as a fumble, and he took it to the house. What a way to close off after. Still don't know why they passed over that drive. I just thought it was shoddy game management, but they were down by 2 scores. Miami was down by like a score, so they were trying to risk it for the biscuit. I can't denounce them for trying to still keep the game alive under 2.5 remaining. And that pushes the San Francisco 49ers to now number 1, 8-4, when we were pushing behind the Seattle Seahawks for the around the middle before the bye week, around week 8, week 7. And Seattle's still up there. Tyler Lockett killed it. And now the Buffalo Bills now hook a game up against the Miami Dolphins around the AFC East, trying to keep it afloat. And I'm just wondering when this slander over the Niners is still gonna, prevail around our standings, our defense. Still with a rotation, McCaffrey really fixes up our red zone rushing and our game management. Our defense has been the best, and we have won 5 straight games against tough offensive competition. The Cardinals, the Chargers, and the Miami Dolphins. And we pack up against Tampa Bay. We face division opponents that we're already familiar with a bit lesser quarterback play. Even though Seattle Seahawks defense is good and is pretty good, and the Washington Commanders have been shown to be the biggest dogfight in the NFC East division. Next to the Raiders that can hold off for a second, but they average around under 21 points, so they're not really a threat. And then we match up against the Cardinals that we already beat in convincing fashion back in Mexico, back in the 21st, back in week 11. And over the reports of the chemistry issues, I feel like we could win around 11 or 12 games if we keep over the momentum, whether we even still keep Brock Purdy in the lineup or not. Yeah, that's practically it. The only concern possibly is trying to keep Purdy from, being shit-faced and sticking over, being a bit indecisive over his pocket passes. Stay tight. Try to rely on getting through the pocket, because that's your best way to try to get more yardage and try to spin out and roll out, especially if he's not fast enough. It's now McCaffrey. Garoppolo is possibly going to be back around this time. Elijah Mitchell, it's going to be tough losing him over this over a knee injury. And we don't know what to get over the quadricep injury over from Deebo Samuels, but he still got to play. And hopefully they get to perform soon. In full strength, because Garoppolo just keeps some momentum going for the Niners. Even though people think he's mid, or he's just a better Mitchell Trubisky. No, he's beyond just that. He's at least a top 10 or top 15 quarterback, the way Garoppolo still manages over the game. And he doesn't even have to pass a touchdown to make the offense be a threat. So I don't even get this slander thinks we beat any other team that's expected to make a conference championship, and yet we've been there the past 3 to 4 seasons. I don't get it. So I don't know where this slander is coming from. Hopefully I get actual facts rather than trying to just spew over an argument for the sake of sports. That's it from me, from the DST Show. Hopefully you subscribe, comment, share for more. Oh, you can also like that. Thanks for watching.